Okay, again, just kind of go over this with you as the beginning, taking a look at dimming down and locking this image, putting a layer above this section, and starting to look at the overall graphics for this. So thinking, even though it's a sign that's already there, you're using it as a template, but you're trying to create this piece. So I'll reset this so it's just a fill of none and a stroke, and the perspective of the angle of the sign is a little off just from that piece. And just take the top two to round off that corner up at the top. And again, taking a look at the stroke, I'm just going to give it a thickness, the fill, just click on, grab the red, let's see if that might be a little too red here. There's red. Okay, so there's the section of the black stroke. Keep that there. Just hide that selection for temporarily. So again, it is a circle, but you're trying to play off of it a little bit. So put a circle there. Give it a white interior. Command 3 to hide that. This has the arrow, just a line segment. You can increase the thickness of that. Move it down a little bit. Give me this stroke. Again, in the stroke panel, just show more options. This has arrowheads to it, so you can kind of see that particular section's a little big, and aligning it to the front or the back, and seeing about reducing it down here. So here's the scale tool for this. I'm going to put it at 25 and see what happens here. Looks pretty good. 20. You can use the arrow key within the palette to put that together. So that gives you that section. Come down here, place this rectangular part, Shift X to make that black. And taking a look at the text up at the top. Just clicking up at the top, cap locks, and just, okay, so there's a little bit of the font helping it out. Click inside here, and just type in Helvetica, bold, see how that looks, and just Shift key and stretch it across. So it quickly gets the height of this text. And you can see it's good height, just the spacing is in there, and that's the kerning or tracking as it's been changed a little bit. So I'm just going to increase. The paragraph is to the left margin. So I'm just looking at the letters for the jack part. I'm just holding the arrow key down. In order to move the second part of the flaps, just holding the option and the arrow key down, left or right. If I hold the Shift key, it'll move it at 10 pieces, but that just slides this over. Go back in the Shape tool to grab the star. That's the outline of the text. We'll keep that white. Deselect it. Star, maybe. Reset this. Here's the star. You can do the option from the center out. It also keeps it at a segment there. So So now I have all the elements except for the bottom script. And that's where this comes in. So I'll show two ways again. Just hide that. So again, don't try to trace it. But there's a lettering that's brought on, so you can use that one. Again, duplicating it to set it off to the side, and clicking up in top to give it a little bit of a look to it. Okay. You can always make it an italic font. Bold, italic, that type of thing. And again, since this was made before that section, I can bring it down a little bit, change the tracking a little tighter, and set this up here. Okay. So I've brought it together. I've hidden a lot of the type, which I'm just going to go to Object, Show All. Everything comes back. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Send that back. So now I have all these parts, a couple pieces of text, white on white. It's just a matter of organizing it so that they're lined together. So the star and the words I'm just going to group together so that it's treated as one element. Same with the arrow and the circle. Shift key that and group that together. And with the lettering and this black rectangular piece, select them both, but then use the Align tool to center them and then group them together. So now I have all these elements. This one, this one, this one, and the sign behind it. As long as I select them all, the horizontal piece will make that happen. And just shift key these up to organize them on the page. Okay, and then just taking a look at the sign itself, it has this loop going around the shaded part. So on this piece, just going to take that selection and give it a gradient. I'll click on the gradient and go to metals. And just pick one that's going to follow along that path a little bit more on that edge. Here's the swatches. I can get a color line happening in there. Then just turn off the background layer, tab key to eliminate the sections there. You can highlight these fonts here. Select all of this, group it together. Letter F key a couple times, there you go. And that's what you're trying to create, is seeing the graphics and then trying to enhance them come later.